Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in, friends. I'm here. We're going to go live. We're going to go live with ease and confidence. I'm going to get us going in just a second or two. Thank you so much for coming in. We're about to get going. As you can tell, your girl is running a little behind. I was in my appointments. So I'm going to make sure I'm supporting all questions. I'm here to answer your questions and make sure I get things going. So I appreciate you all. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to go live for a second. I'm going to mute. And I appreciate you all joining. And I'm going to get going. I appreciate you all coming in. We're going to talk about going live. Thank you so much, all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you. So we'll get started in just a second. Let me know if you have any questions. Sit here liking my live. I gotta like my other channels. Use my other channels to like away. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to, if you have any questions, let's see, feel free to ask. Those of you who are coming in, make sure you put comments in the chat. I appreciate that. If you can put comments in the chat, we'll get comments as well. And I know more people are going to come join us. So feel free to come on in, friends. We're going to talk all things going live. I want you to make sure you are also getting as much information from me. So feel free to ask questions and keep engaging. How you doing? Deep lurk mode here. What does that mean? You're lurking? How are you, friend? You said deep lurk mode. I'm setting up, I'm multitasking. When you come in, that's when I start like focusing in on this page like that. But thank you so much. You're multitasking. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Let's see. I gotta get to my TikTok. Hello, friends. Come on in. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Let me know where you're from. Go ahead and put that in the chat for us. We'd love to connect with you. Just linked with Mary Ann, and I'm sending emails. Awesome, awesome. Mary Ann's good people. Thank you so much. Yes, awesome. And my friend who is in the chat, let me know where you're from. Oh, hello, friends. How are you? Come on in. Make sure you like the live and put a comment in the chat so we know you're here. Say hello. And my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She is available to answer any questions you have. So feel free to ask. How you doing, Tyson? Thank you so much. And she's available to answer any questions about YouTube, or you're trying to get a channel, or you need coaching and support. She's my person, so she is your person. So definitely leverage her to help understand how to grow your channel and any questions you may have. So feel free to ask away. So thank you so much. That number goes up and it comes back down really quickly. But it is all good. If you haven't already, you said, I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, friend. Thank you so much. Do you know how to start a business? Oh, that's a good question, huh? Well, this is a business. Where are you located, Tyson? And hello, how are you, friends? Come on in. Appreciate you all. We are on the highway now, Michelle. So come on in. How are you? Oh, that's Canada. Oh, okay. So Canada might be different from the U.S. I'm in Orlando, Florida. Yes, I'm in Orlando. So U.S. Federal laws for starting businesses and all that stuff is a little different. You said, oh. But yeah, so definitely go to your local government to find out what's the process to start a business there. But essentially what I talk about here is going live and using live streaming as a mechanism to monetize, but also making sure that you are building your community. So I do it from a perspective of learning how to leverage TikTok in particular. So I'm co-streaming, and we'll talk about that. And then also thinking about how to grow at the same time. I'm co-streaming on YouTube. And yes, Michelle Crochet, she is in the chat. She's my YouTube coach. And so you can definitely learn from her if you're trying to leverage this particular platform for monetizing. Okay, I'm trying to start a landscaping business. Oh, that's a good one. There's a couple. Oh gosh, what's SB Business? I think that's what it is. SB Landscaping. There's a big landscaping company where he does videos of his landscaping business. There's a lot of people who do that. So if you're good with leveraging YouTube for content creation, this is a good place to do it. You said I'm only 12. Oh Lord, you in the wrong room, friend. But I appreciate you. I watch SB. Oh, you do? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Look at you. But congratulations. I wish my kids at 12 were talking about how do I start a business. I love that. Michelle, you said no, ma'am. This is not a good space for mine. No, it's not. Not that I have audience controls on for TikTok. I don't have them on. I usually do mute them if they get inappropriate, but I never had minors in the room talking about a business. That's funny. So you said, no, he will not be in this room. But no, I guess that was actually different because my kids have never asked about a business. No, don't. Um, they are not those type of kids. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Yes, yes, absolutely. Please like and subscribe. So yeah, let me set up my other page so I can get going. Um, as usual, I'm sure he was more than 12. You think so? Oh Lord, you troll patrol. You heard me say we on the super highway now. We on the highway. We just got off we went on to the entrance ramp. We went on to the entrance ramp really quickly, and now we were on the highway. We might be off right now temporarily. We'll see. Because the highway is serious here in these YouTube streets. But yes, seriously, yes. That is what just happened. He said, I don't know if you knew that or not, but yeah, we were on the highway. Oh gosh, it is. That's part of the fun and laugh and jokes about this thing. I was just talking to somebody else before here. I had a one-on-one with someone, and it's never a dull moment. That's part of the fun part about it. It's never a dull moment. So you just kind of take it for what it's worth. It's an experience, nothing if nothing else. Okay, I'm about to start. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. So come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. I want you to go live. I don't want you to be nervous or scared or afraid. I want you to go live. Go live with ease and confidence. So come on in, friends. How are you, Addie? Thank you for joining. I'm just getting started, as you could tell. Just getting started on the live. Come on in. How you doing, Selena? Selena, you was in earlier. Thank you for coming back, friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on back. Nurse, how you doing? How you doing, Luna? I see your friends. All you coming in. You're like, Dr. Lisa, we here. Mary G, how are your friends? Come on in. I appreciate all the support. I'm popping y'all into the room. You said great. I appreciate you all coming in. That's what this is all about. So making sure we are building community. And if you have questions about this Go Live process, I am here to answer them. I was chatting away. I was a few minutes late because I was chatting away with, yes, Michelle Crochets on YouTube. And we had a couple characters come in. So it was kind of funny with the YouTube streets. They're a little different from the TikTok streets, but a lot of ways similar, y'all. A lot of ways similar. So I say that just so that y'all understand, when y'all out here in these social media spots, you never know who you are gonna come across. That's what it's about. But that's how you build your community, friends. Thank you so much for coming in. So as we come in, we're gonna tap the screen. We're gonna share the live. If you are new to my live, come in. We're gonna talk all things going live. I want you to go live with ease and confidence. And as you are navigating, let me know if you have any questions. And so, Luna, I'm thinking of you. So with you updating your bio, updating your name. Give me a little bit more information about what's your next steps, what's your next moves, because you're moving and shaking pretty quickly, friend. Robin, thank you so much for the daily heart me vision to victory. Thank you so much for coming in, friends. I appreciate you. Hello, everyone. How are you, friend? Going live. Okay, look at you. Okay, look at you. With your 554 followers. You gonna do it, friend. Spiritual soul, thank you for coming in. Per mom, how are you, friend? Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Hey, Dr. Lisa. Hey, friend. How are you? So you said go live. So the goal is to go live. That's it, huh? You said laugh out loud. I mean, seriously, you came in, you're like, let me figure this out. You 11-7, a level 7 engager. You got your blue box. You are rocking and rolling, friend. You're like, ain't nothing stopping me now. I love that. So, okay, so going live to, are you looking at TikTok Shop? Because I was thinking about the whole luxury thrifting type messaging that you have. Goes to be TikTok paid. There we go. My child is going to Cornell's. Oh yeah, you said of. So okay, I got you. So is that you need to create some supplemental income to cover those expenses, or are you trying to find some other things to do for yourself? I'm assuming maybe a little bit of both, friends. That's probably what it is. A little bit of both, because I understand you say yes and yes, huh? So I understand with the one in college, my daughter, and then I have my two step boys there in college too. My husband kind of manages their needs, but my daughter is always in my and her father's pocket. Okay, she is always doing so much. I tell her the most. I'm really trying to get her because I gave the story about how she had gone viral a few times. How you doing, Renee? Thank you so much. Greetings all. She had gone viral a couple times, so she does have a following. She just does not want to leverage that page. She's like, oh, I don't want to keep that page. That's my main page. So she has like 22,000 people over on that page. So, well, let me take that back. I think it's now 18. It's a little less than that, but she had quite a bit. So she just came back, and she was my mod yet last week for my TikTok shop, and she created a new account. So she said she may try to build out that page. So we'll see what she does. Yes, but honestly, I love my niche. I want to share my love of good finds. There we go. I love that. Yeah, that's good. Friends, as you come in, let me know where you're from. If you are new to my room, put new in the chat. And Luna could be a poster child of the person who wrote in, I'm new. And in a couple days, she was rocking and rolling. Honestly, I'm going to say my first live. You got your blue box. You was level 6 before you left. You were doing all the things. So just know there is a space for you no matter where you're starting. You can start and get going. Okay? You say your niches sound like you overlap a bit. Per mom, did I answer your questions earlier? I felt like you asked a specific question. Did I ever get to answer all your questions? Elba, how you doing, friend? How you doing? Eva, that's Eva. Thank you so much for being here. Coming on back in the room. How you doing? So let me know if you had any questions, because you said you did. Thank you so much. Because I know you were talking about, you were interested in TikTok shop. I think that was your area of focus. So yeah, so you guys, yeah, definitely connect. Definitely connect. As you are in these rooms, these are the type of spaces, and I'm just going to say that out loud because we're going to have more people who come in a room and stuff. But recognizing this is the time where you want to build your community, you want to start connecting with people, because these are the spaces where people will then come back and support you and your live and your content. So that's where that relationship is cultivated. So you can really get to know people, right? I got live access and went for it last night. Did you? How did it go? How you doing, Alicia? How you doing, friend? How's everything going? How did your live access go? I know it was the first. I'm assuming it was the first, and you're trying to get acclimated, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. Mariexa, how are you, friend? Come on in. My other friends coming in to join me. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about all things going live with ease. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for leveling up with that popular vote too. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Mariexa. You've leveled up. Robin, thank you for joining. Hello, Ray. Hold on. A call that just came in. I almost hit accept. I was like, ah. What are your thoughts on comedy? I want to go viral trend. Feels so fake. What are my thoughts on it? Some trends aren't bad. Some trends bring eyes to your page and your content. Um, I don't think that's a bad thing, especially you're still growing, so I don't think it's bad to jump on some of those early trends. Um, I think that trend is trending out though. Let me know what other people think about it because I think it's on the tail end of that trend because that's been going on for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Trends usually last for about that and then they start fading out. The whole viral thing, though, I guess that may not never really fade out. I would imagine it's just going to have slow down and then people bring it back up again because everybody wants to go viral. So I don't think it's a bad thing to jump on trends. Let me say that. Now, what you want to do is actually do a trend and maybe try to weave it into your particular niche or talking point. So use that trend to support bringing more eyes to your content and your page because as you're involved in a trend, you may not get the right audience that's going to come and support your content or even your live stream. So I would say if you can spin it in a way that's going to bring the right eyes to your page, that would be good. Well, I'm going live for 2 weeks being on a set schedule. Really? Awesome. How's it going? Are you growing? Are you noticing a difference? By week 2, you should see a little bit of a nice little uptick in just how your room is evolving. So let me know if you're seeing something. It was okay, definitely a bit rocky. Not a lot of people stayed, but that's okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. And again, keep this in mind. You still are kind of getting used to it. The early stage is all about getting acclimated, getting used to yourself, talking, doing this. Obviously, getting used to the platform itself, learning where the buttons are and what they do. All that matters. So this is the time to kind of sit in it and learn. Yeah, it's on the tail end. Yeah, Alicia, you're saying the same thing I'm saying. Yeah, it's on the tail end, that particular trend. Yeah. Thank you very much. You're welcome, friend. Yes. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. How you doing, Laneka? So many buttons. Oh, the buttons. Oh wait, there. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, you're talking about me. How you doing, Tiffany? Um, Tiffany, I need to respond to your message. I saw your message. You said, hi, it's me. I got you. Did I respond back? I don't think I did because I think I was running to getting ready for my next meeting. I don't think I get a chance to respond back to you. So I'm going to respond to Tiffany. Make sure I do that. I don't like you said, no, laugh out loud. I don't like the TikTok messages. This is where they need to fix things, and this is where Instagram has them be. If I read a message, I can't go back and make it unread. So then I can go back and respond to it. Once you read something, you can't. You gotta figure out later who to go to. Let me know if I'm missing a step, but I swiped to the left just to see if there was any other options, and it wasn't. So unfortunately, I didn't remember to go back to it, so I wrote myself a note just now. Hello, how you doing, Miss Sterling? Oh, you said Persia. Oh, you're so sweet. You said, how was the opera? Yes. I talked about the opera. What was that, Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday when I came back on? It was lovely. It was really, really nice. My friend, her daughter has a beautiful voice, and so she was the lead. It was called Tree Monisha. It was a reconstructive era period piece type opera. And really good, entertaining. My husband's first time at opera. I told him, buddy, this is not your normal opera. It was American. It was dancing. It was a lot of, obviously it was opera singing, but it was even some traditional singing too. So very spiritually lifting. And so it was a good opera. And not that I don't think operas are bad, but I just said it was just a different type of opera. So I wanted him to recognize that you're not going to see all the dancing and all the other type of genre of music that's being sung in a traditional opera. So, but he had a good time. We had a good time together. That's Lisa. I was in a life insurance agent's live supporting her, and she blocked me. Oh, what happened? What? Oh my God, she blocked you? Tell me more. What happened, Laneka? You said I was genuinely supporting her. What happened? Hey there, everyone. Dang, I guess she felt threatened. Really? Oh, well, I mean, I'm looking at your name. I was like, oh, maybe. These live hosts are crazy. Yes. Oh my goodness. What? Yes. Yeah, she must have. She must have. Yeah. So here's what happens, and this is, I mean, obviously, anybody can come in your room and you can block whoever you want to block. There are plenty of clients to go around. Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. So you can get intimidated by somebody coming in your room. At the same time, you got to be confident in what you're doing. And if you don't feel like you're confident enough, then you probably shouldn't be on this platform. Or maybe you need to still figure your life out, because yes, there's plenty of people to go around. And it may have been in her best interest to get to know you, because you guys could have probably collaborated together. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has her area and you have your area. Like, there's so many potential, so many ways to work with other people. So much potential. So I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. Or another possibility is that the person had a moderator that could have blocked you. Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, the moderator. That's fair. That's fair. Well, in all fairness, yes, Michelle just blocked somebody out of my YouTube live. so, so that is true. That can happen. So she blocked somebody. The person said they were a minor. Michelle's like, oh, boop, you out of here. And I was having a conversation. I was like, oh, he's gone now. Because it was he said he was 12 and he was interested in starting a landscaping business. I was like, okay, okay, all right. And so I'm having a conversation with Michelle. Like, no, you won't be having it with him. And if necessary, she said, and if necessary, I will do it again. Wait a minute. She said, no, you won't be in this room. You said, why did Michelle block the minor? Well, you know, her premise, and I agree with the premise. I'm not saying because she's coaching me on YouTube, because similar to TikTok, you get minors in your room. So if your conversation is, now, granted, I told her, well, obviously my conversation doesn't teeter in any place where a minor couldn't hear it. It might be inspiring for them. But at the same time, you just got to be careful. Oh, it's a minor. Yeah, it was a minor. He said, when he said 12, Michelle was like, you out of here. So, you know, you just got to be careful with kids in the room. You do have to be careful. And I say that all the time. I don't let my son come in the camera. I don't put him in the room at all. Because kids say and do things and it's inappropriate. And next thing you know, your whole life is shut down because something that was said that could have been too, insensitive or too sensitive for a young person. So just recognize that. That's what I would say. Just be careful about minors coming in and out of your room. So she was absolutely right, and she said, and she will do it again to me. So it could have been the moderator to Elba's point. Yes, it could have been. But yeah, so minors. What did you say? She said well, for Michelle, from Michelle's perspective, and she's right. Michelle is in the childcare industry too, so we'll say that too. And she said she did it to protect the minor, so she's protecting the kids. Okay, that's her goal. Always protect the kids, and you are right for doing that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Make sure that they are doing right. One guy was asking me to help him. I said the guidelines require over 18 to go live. Yeah, yeah. You got to be 18 to go live. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And if that is not the case, then they shouldn't be on live. I know there's a couple adults that look very young in terms of have a youthful look. And TikTok will not let them go live because they don't look old enough to be going live. And I've had a couple of people say, I am not a child. I am 40 in my 40s. And TikTok they had a hard time convincing TikTok, even with identification, that was not the case. So just know TikTok is very particular and protective. And YouTube is too. And, in this case too. Yep. Thank you so much for coming in. When I said that, they almost gave me a violation, really, but I added back. Look at the TikTok rules. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're saying TikTok almost gave you a violation. What do you mean for that? Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I turned it on. TikTok just gave us the flash code, so go ahead and click that. Oh wow. For the roses, we're gonna do the flash code just to get the room activated. Oh wow. Thank you so much for coming in. I see you guys. Come on in. I appreciate your supporting the live. So we'll get started. How you doing, friends? So Sultry Nana and Solo Travel, thank you so much. CLC Primetime, thank you for joining. Definitely, this is a room where you should connect with other people. Thank you for announcing that. Connect with other people. I tell people all the time, you want to make sure the person has a photo, a username, nickname, in a bio. That way you know who you are connecting with and you are building this community. So it's helping you in terms of your followers, but also helping the room because you guys are commenting and engaging. So that is part of the support to the room. Your comments matters, your types matter, your engagement matters, your watching matters, the gifting matters, all the things help to activate the room. So I tell you guys all the time, as you're talking to your audience, you want to make sure they understand how to properly engage. Some things you need coins for, some things you don't. And so, yes. So, what you want to do, CLC Prime Time, here's what you want to do. And it's great that you're saying you're interested in people following you. What I actually say is that you don't use that word. Don't use the word follow. Don't use the word scoop and don't use the word gotcha because TikTok wants true, authentic engagement and not a follow for follow's sake. So, you want to try to avoid using those type of words when you are going live because TikTok sees it as fake engagement. So you want to make sure that you said engagement. Yes, that's fine. But you also want to make sure you're engaging with people too. So people are just not going to follow you just because you say follow them. You got to make sure you click their photo, say hello, how are you doing? And so that's what it's about. Yeah. You said engage me. All right, friends. So let's do this. When you come into live, if you are new to my room, put new in the chat just so I know who is new in the room. If you are new, Vision to Victory, how are you, friend? If you are new to my room, put new in the chat. I want to make sure you say he's funny. Yeah, he is funny. Keep it up and see what happens. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat and see. I see you are new. You are new. Clearly, you're new. And here's what I'm gonna tell you, friend, because I want to make sure you are growing. You got 1,700 followers. Let me ask this question: are you going live? That's what this is about. If you say got you, we won't catch you. Exactly. We don't get got over here. We just don't follow over here. We are very intentional about what we do in this room. So with that, my friends, when you are new, what I tell you about is helping you understand how to go live, how to engage. My friends who are here already, I got a lot of people who are already live hosts. So put in the chat for our friend who is new and some of our others. I started going live. Okay, look at you. You are going live. So what's your live stream topic? Let me know what your live stream topic is. Put that in the chat for us. And what time and time zone as well. And so my other live hosts, let's do that too. When do you go live? What time and time zone? I want people to see my people who are going live as well. Thank you so much, all who are coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions too. And we're going to get to connected in a second. So come on in, friends. And so what you said my live stream topic is books. Sunday night at 8 p.m. You know, Part Mom, I did not know you were a book talk person. Why? That's not in your live. That's not in your bio. So you do books? You should put that in your bio. You're a part of the book talk community then. Yeah, you should put that in your bio. So I need to add it to my bio. Yes, you do. You do need to add it to your bio. Just add it to your bio. Yeah. So people know you're part of the book talk community. Oh, but what's your topic too, friend? Eba. Okay. Okay. Now, Gravitas Q. I didn't realize that. Okay. Content creator, live stream enthusiast. Okay, awesome. So you're focused on going live. Custom attitudes. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for the daily heart me. K Vine Van, thank you so much. You're GQ newbie. Okay, you just started then. Just started. You know what? I just submitted my quitting papers. I'm moving on without them. I'm good. Thank you. You're welcome, Fred. Come on in. We're just getting started. Thank you so much. How you doing, Peggy M? Thank you so much. Hold on one second. Social commentary, youth and personal development, monetization, correct engagement. Engagement, you put a ring. That was funny. That was funny. That was cute. So yes, the correct engagement. Yes. So now in this room, it is about making sure that you are not just putting in follow and scooping and all the other stuff. Yes, Mr. Arlene, I go live Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. 1:30 Central. Love it. Standard time. Yeah. They're more about doing matches. That's it. Yeah. That's why I decided that it wasn't a good fit for me. Wasn't a good fit for me. Custom attitudes. We were just talking to CL Primetime. Okay, so let me do this. I want to make sure you guys are able to engage and you kind of know the proper way to do it. We want to make sure we avoid words like follow and scoop and gotcha and got you. So that way TikTok does not see this as fake engagement. It is about genuine, actual engagement and connections with people. So we're trying to make sure we are building our community. Um, and so yes, and so that is so important. Good afternoon. How you doing, AKL? Thank you so much for being here. Iridescent, thank you so much for joining the room as well, friends. So as you guys are connecting and engaging, you always want to tap the screen. You want to share out the live. As a live host, I'm going to share out my live. If you hold the middle of the screen on my nose, I have not shared out my live yet. So you want to make sure you share your live out to your top supporters, and so that people will come in and support your live. And as you're going live, you're building a community up too. So you guys, if you don't mind sharing out the live as well, that's where we'll get more people in the room. I think the best one are the people who follow and the unfollow you. Like, who has time to do that? Yes, there are people who do. There are a lot of people who do that, and so that's why I said when you go to those all that, like, yeah, when you go to those grow rooms, those engagement rooms, there's a lot of that that's happening. People are trying to build up their numbers, but they're not trying to. I mean, get their new followers, but they're not trying to build up their following, and so yeah, a lot of that is happening. So you just got to be careful when you go to those rooms. You're not going there to really get people who are actual engagers. That should not be your intention. When you go to those rooms, you might have a specific goal in mind. Maybe you are trying to get to a certain threshold. Maybe you want to get to 1,000, so you have a clickable link or something like that in your bio on your profile page. But beyond that, you're not going there to truly grow, because it's you might get unfollowed really quickly. Yeah, I go through my following and see who unfollows, and I unfollow them also. Yes, exactly. Now let me say this though. So Alicia, I'm gonna say this to you. At some point, because I know you're over 10,000 now. You almost 11,000. The max you can follow as an individual is 10,000 people. And because you're now higher, you're not going to be able to follow everybody. And you're not going to be able to have everybody, you're not going to be able to follow everybody back. That's all I'm saying. So it gets to a point where you're balancing your numbers quite a bit. Now you got a little room to grow, but you definitely are going to have to balance it. My life consists of coming along my journey to 10,000 followers. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. How you doing, Inspired Expressions? Yes, yes, correct. Yeah, it's gonna be you have to decide what that looks like. Now there are a lot of live hosts that as you go live, because so many people are coming in your room and click and follow, and before you know it, you got all these people you got to go back through and decide if you want to follow them back. Now the algorithm, as you're following more people, the algorithm will push those people as your following list. And then you're like, okay, is that the content that is for my page? If my page is about going live and talking to people about making sure you're monetizing your expertise, and I'm talking about motivational topics, I want to make sure you're branding. So when you think about people who are very niche specific, they're like, okay, all I'm going to look at, I use my friend, Yes Michelle Crochets, I'm only going to look at crocheters or people who are part of my audience prototype that I'm looking at, that demographic. That's all I'm going to look at, because I don't want the algorithm to get confused. So there's that piece of it too. So I almost say don't take too much offense to people not following you back, but recognize what it's worth. Like, that person is probably not a person that you may need to be following anyway, because they're not part of your niche. So maybe think of it that way too. Chill and chat with Sultry Nana, Saturday through Thursday. Yes, 6 p.m. Eastern. Adult conversation and music. I love that. They just announced that these grow rooms can't ask for gifts. It was getting a lot. Oh, really? All right. Yeah. I mean, again, the added value, what, and again, a lot of fake engagement. So the combination of fake engagement and what added value is happening. Um, he said, I have like no time for doing all that, but I will have to. Yeah, yeah. When you go to those rooms, you got to know specifically what's your goal. What are you going there for? So yeah, you got to be intentional. Just don't go there just because of. Flash goal, everybody get a. Oh, thank you so much. I get to talking. Yes, we're about halfway through the flash goal. Go ahead. If you have not sent your little rose, the flash goal rose, please send the rose. Thank you so much. And TikTok has the flash goal for us. We're down to the last 2 roses. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you coming in, supporting, sending a rose. We're about to hit our goal. One more. Anybody who wants to do it? Anybody who hasn't done it? Anybody new that wants to do it? We got one more rose to get. Thank you so much. We had a great time last night. I had to get some rest. Oh, really? Thank you so much. Just helping out. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. I get to chatting and I just totally forget about stuff like that. Well, got 2 minutes left. TikTok. We got flash goal for the roses. If you want to send one more rose. There we go. One more rose, please. There we go. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. I didn't realize some of you hadn't grabbed your Daily Heart Me. Come in and get your Daily Heart Me as well. So come in, get your Daily Heart Me, and we are about 2.5 minutes away from the last one. Looking for 80 besties to reach the next level. Thank you so much. We reached the goal. Thank you so much, friends. You're so kind. Look at you. Miss Darlene, you had to come. Did you come out of one of your, you changed your accounts, I think. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. How you doing, Elizabeth? Thank you for joining. So appreciate you being here. You're trying to grow, friend. Thank you for that Daily Heart Me. Yes, we're going to make this, yay, we did it. We did it. You guys are so kind. You are so kind. That's what this is all about. We are going to grow together. Absolutely. Okay, so really quickly, my new people in the room. Here's what I tell people, my newbies. Look at y'all. My newbies. I try to make sure I'm talking to my people who are still trying to understand this app, trying to go live. Couple things I want to point out. We had a couple people click the Daily Heart Me. Daily Heart Me is now called the fan club, y'all. Teamwork make the dream work. Yes, it does. Every time. So because of that, the fan club, you'll see now there's some additional incentives and gifts that are in there. So there's some new gifts. There's a fantastic journey. I tell people about this. I've been not really talking about it as much as I should, because you want to pay attention to that. That's how you're also able to get additional rewards. Now, so I want to make sure if you're going live, and it seems like a lot of you in the room are going live, pay attention to the new fan club. I'm not a big fan of the fan club terminology, y'all. But TikTok changed it, and it really is the new terminology to kind of booster the room and make sure we're building a community surrounding, I guess, the live hosts and what they're doing. So that to me takes away from the whole concept of it being a team effort, all of us working together. You said, oh, you said you're kidding. I was like, no kidding. I got your friend. I understand. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's what this is all about. When I talk about my live, I talk about live in the sense of everybody matters. Everybody matters, from the tappers to the sharers to the commenters to the gifters. Everybody matters in the room, okay? So I want you to understand, as you go to those other rooms and they want you to do one thing, like only gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts. Don't get me wrong. Girl loves her gifts, but TikTok loves the gifts even more because they get a higher percentage, y'all. But, but with that being said, everybody matters. So people sharing out the live, people tapping the screen, those likes. So right now it says 11.2K likes. That means that if you're tapping and supporting the live, it will bring more people into the room. So you want to make sure you are supporting the live in that way as well. Continue with club cheers and gifts. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Alicia, wait a minute. You said club cheers. Is that part of that's part of the fan club gifts, isn't it? Let me know if that's what you meant by that. Club cheers is part of the fan club. yeah, because I got to get used to the terminology now because everything is part of the fan club meaning that type of club. And TikTok has now you have that ability to be part of the fan club, so they have different gifts that they added. You were about to talk about it. Yes, I was. I was. That's exactly what I was about to go to. I was like, yes, yes, the fan club. So if you are in your live, you'll see um, you'll see when people click. I was just I'm coming back. Oh, thank you so much. You was just eating lunch. I appreciate your friend. That's, oh, thank you so much. I just love the vibe in the room. Appreciate your friend. So if you click the Daily Heart Me, that's where you can get your Daily Heart Me. I want you all to now, as you come into someone's live, click that and dig a little further. Okay. I want you to start paying attention to this because now there are additional ways that you can progress and you want to unlock some of those other options there because that's how you are going to also level up and be a part of the community. I say that because if you guys are going live, and which the majority of people in the room are going live, that means that you want your people to interact with your fan club as well. Okay? So you want people to give certain gifts depending on what stage you're at. So now they have the fantastic journey. If you look here, this is where it kind of gives you a breakdown of, if you swipe it, you can see some of the different campaigns that are happening. So they talk about the fan club being a new one, and you can see how people can essentially in the fan club, people can start sending up different gifts based on what challenge level you're on. So for me, I'm on stage 3, and one of the gifts, it says 2 level up spotlight gifts in the live. So I don't know what that is, y'all, but I think it's somewhere in this clubhouse in the club gifts. Anybody know? Let me know what you know. I would love to know a little bit more about it. But that particular gift is funny because I tried to give it. I was like, well, where's that gift at? But I guess there's a spotlight gift that's somewhere that maybe I hadn't unlocked for that particular room. Do you think setting up the TikTok live events help increase people attendance? Say that again. Setting up the TikTok live events. Oh yeah. When you do an event, yes, that is best practice. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, you always want to set a scheduled event, and then you want to post about it. You want to put in your story, and you want to put a note about it. So yeah, tap slowly, make it homemade chili. Thank you so much, friend. How do you get more people to come to our lives? That was actually, Elizabeth, that was actually a suggestion that Per Mom's shop was talking about. When you are starting off, let me see, Elizabeth, you go live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Specific time, specific time, and then when you do your live, are you scheduling an event? So as you're just starting, let me take that back. Are you just starting? And if you are just starting, you want to schedule an event so people drive attention from your followers first. Ideally, your followers are people who want to support your topic, who are interested in your content. And so with that, you want to make sure you're announcing it to them, put it in your story, put a post about it, but also put in your note. And make that a habit if you can, especially in those early stages, so that you're starting building more interest and momentum about your live. Okay, so that's tip number 1, I would say. You definitely want to promote it. CL Prime Time, you said you only have 1 person in your live. Oh wow. Well, you're still growing. That's not bad. I mean, as you grow your live, you'll have more people come. When you're starting to promote it more. Hello, Cotton Top. How are you, friend? How do I do the applause sound? Oh, Portia, it's the wand. It says enhance. If you click that, that's where your sound effects, your regular effects, you have voice effects, you have stickers you could put up. Yeah, all that's there. So yeah, if 1 person is in your live, you got to do some more time promoting it. Promote it, but then also make sure you are saying those keywords that you're looking to attract the right audience. As you go live more frequently, TikTok will push more people in your room. So you want to make sure you're doing that as well. Okay? It's probably in your gift gallery exclusive. You know what? The club gifts are in, it's in the Daily Heart Me. The exclusive gifts are, I'm sorry, not the exclusive gifts. The gift gallery is in there. It's, you're seeing in my exclusive gifts, like when I give gifts, I didn't see it there. I think it's the Daily Heart Me though. Naturally, how are you? I'm at the chat. Now that you say that, now you said exclusive. You're right. Okay, add it to my bio. Yes, yes, absolutely. Did I pick a time that's too competitive? I'm just starting. Okay, you are just starting. What's an event? You asked like two questions, 2 to 3 questions. Well, that I got your friend. Okay, really quickly. You did not pick a time that's too competitive. I don't want you to think that. I don't want you to think that. There is over 1 billion people on this app, over 150 million that are from US alone, if that's where you're from. So my point of saying that is people are all over the world. And there are people who are going live and there are people who are not. What you're seeing in your algorithm currently are the people who are your followers, maybe your friends that are going live. But there are people even beyond that can come in your live stream. So don't think it's competitive. I tell people, first of all, go live when it's convenient for you to show up. Okay? Pick a time that you can commit to showing up daily. You go Monday through Friday, so that's awesome. I would tell you to pick the weekends, though. The weekends is when most people are available. And they may come into your live and you might reach more people because of doing the weekends. But with that, go live when it's convenient for you. So that's the first thing. A live event, when you're on your live home screen, scroll down, it says live event. It's where you schedule your lives, schedule the events. Yeah, that's what that is. First day I had me and myself and that was 6 days ago. Really? Wait a minute. You went live one day and you haven't gone live again? Well, first of all, congratulations on going live. Can you see this? Iridescent, yes, friend, how are you? I can see you. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing, Miss Baskin? Thank you so much. Come on in, friend. How are you? Yes, come in. Yes, Iridescent, I see you. I got 12 in last night and 200 in and out. Look at you. That's progress. That is awesome progress. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. Are you leaving now or you said you had to? I think you might have just stepped away. Um, Thank you so much, friend. So yes, thank you. Yes, we see you. I think that's two. I just never knew. Yes, that's progress. I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, I didn't have enough people in my room. I'm gonna stop going. That is good. 12 people, 200. As you show up more frequently, TikTok will add more people to your room. It will grow. That will absolutely happen. All right, friend. I see you. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you, friend. Yes, Michelle. She is my moderator on YouTube. If you get a chance, go over there, connect with her. She's in the chat. She's about to leave though, but she has commented in the chat. And then definitely follow her page. Follow her page. She is my coach for YouTube, so you want her to be your coach too. She is awesome. There's 8+ billion people on this app. Oh gosh. 8+ billion. Wow. Wow. I don't think I was saying that. I didn't say that, did I? Wow. You all, thank you so much. I'll be there for you. I'll stand beside you. Hey, that's Mariette says she's serious, so you might want to follow her and connect with her. She will come to your live and support. How you doing, Kim? Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. How you doing, friends? Hello, everybody. No Level. I've gone live every day for 6 days. You've gone live for every day for 6 days. That's awesome. Keep going. Keep doing it. Okay? Don't give up. It gets better. More people will start showing up. Your stats are good. That's good for starting off. I know sometimes we're disillusioned by seeing other people's rooms and we think that's the way it should look. It has to grow to that. You'll get it. TikTok gets used to you showing up daily, showing up at the same time, being consistent, saying a consistent message. It understands who you are, what you're about. It will push people into your room because of the words you're saying. So just be consistent. You said I did 2 cook with me lives this weekend. Awesome, awesome. What did you cook? And how did it go, friend? I know it went well. Thank you so much for coming in. Daily Heart Me teachers. Thank you so much. Dang, I tapped out of the live. Did you really go? Don't make sure you get your points. Thank you so much. Teacher, tutor, Miss Kelsey. How are you, friend? How are you doing? I'm doing the things. That's it, friend. Dr. Lisa, where can I learn engagement room etiquette and how-tos? You can do, I can tell you the basics, but I mean, you go to those rooms and you kind of study them a little bit and get a sense of what to do. But to be honest with you, a lot of it is just, you know, Well, let me walk you through. I'm gonna talk about it really quickly. We'll walk through real quick. Okay, hold on one second. What is your YouTube page? It is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, same name. And then my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. And so the two of us, if you go to our videos, our shorts, long form videos, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry, comment, like, and then subscribe. Always subscribe last because YouTube is concerned about people not watching things. So that's why I say go to a short, just watch it. And then you can engage. And then we will go to your page, look at your content, like, subscribe with your page too. So you get two people for one. Could you post that on your wall or somewhere? I'm driving. Sure, but just so that you know, it's the same name as here, same exact name, same exact name. So no different. You can search that. I'll put it in the comments real quick. But yeah, it is the same name. So that way you have it, and you guys can engage with my page on. Why is it acting up? Thank you all for coming in. Let's see. Okay, and I'll pin that in a second. Let's see. Same exact name. Okay. So yeah, definitely the YT stream looks crispy. Chris, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for that. It's my tablet. However, I do have a webcam. I think I like the webcam view better than the tablet. So I think I might go back to webcam. I said I'm going to finish this out for the month of May using the tablet, and then I think I'm going to switch back to my webcam view. I think at the end of the day, it's been good, but I recognize that I like the way the view on the laptop is better. Well, missed the sub call yesterday. Yes. We had my bundle people. So the Launch Your Income community, we had our monthly meeting on yesterday. So that's what that was about. Oh, that's what you made, lemon sponge and Duchess Megan's pasta. Is that it? Oh, okay. She has a pasta out there, huh? Okay. So yeah. Thank you so much, Fran. I pinned the YouTube, but it's the same name as here. Dr. Lisa, it is good to have a YouTube channel account. Yes. Okay, let me explain that really quickly. And then, Holly Q, I'm going to answer your question about engagement rooms. So I'll focus my talk on that. Thank you so much, teacher, for extending the subscription. I appreciate you. Guys, I do offer subscriptions. I have a couple different plans. One is where I do a profile review, where I help you with your brand and brand identity. And then the other one is where I help you with your brand as well as your live stream audit. So making sure you are talking to your audience and doing all the things. How you doing, Martina? I see your friend coming up in here with the sub stickers. So yes, as far as a YouTube channel, here's the thing. Let me just give a quick rundown on when you think about that particular platform, the YT. The YT is great when it comes to thinking about, well, first of all, I tell people it's not social media. The YT is a search engine. It's Google. Google's #1 search engine. YouTube is #2. That's where people go to search. You search all the time and you see videos that pops up on Google. It is a dynamic search engine. So when I talked earlier about subscribing to people's channel and fake engagement, because the goal is that you are watching content, you're watching the videos. And so if you are watching, and say, when you think about search engine optimization, SEO, say somebody, how you doing, Bountiful? Say somebody is searching for a topic that they're interested in, and they go and search, they get suggested videos. So if you're really good with your thumbnails, with your titles, with your descriptions, how you optimize your YouTube channel, people can come and find your page and your content from years down the line, decades down the line, because again, you've optimized it to the point where people who search for that, they find you. So I will tell you now, my page is not optimized to its fullest. I'm not by no means a poster child for YouTube. Yes, Michelle Crochets, she is helping me get there. I just need to find the time to build in a lot of the optimization on the back end that I need to do. But the goal is to make sure you're on that channel, because you can build your page, you can grow, and then ultimately that becomes another income stream. And so as you're building out your subscribers, essentially as people are supporting your channel, they come back for more content. Or again, if somebody's just randomly searching, they come across your page, you might have some clickable links in the bio. some links that take them to your website, or take them to your affiliate link, or take them to any other content you want them to look at. Maybe there's an ebook or some other materials you have there. Essentially, people monetize from years down the road just because of their YouTube channel. Now, the monetization metric over YouTube is a little bit harder to achieve, more challenging to achieve, because you have to, the aspects of SEOs. Okay, thank you so much. This is all so much gold. It is, yeah. Um, YouTube is a little tougher because you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Subscribers are followers here. The problem with getting 1,000 subscribers is not as easy as here. Here it's, you can follow somebody. You can go to those grow rooms like how like you was just talking about. You can go to those rooms and you can engage there and connect with people. All that you can, before you know it, in a couple of weeks you got your 1,000 followers. You got your 1,000 followers. YouTube, you in it for the long. It's the long game. I say it's a marathon. If this to me is like a middle distance sprint event, YouTube is a marathon. Okay, so you're doing it with the thinking that it's going to take time to get those subscribers. The other metric that they use is that you have to have 4,000 watch hours. Remember I said you got to watch videos. You got to watch the content. So they want you to make sure people are watching your content. So what I do, I co-stream here. I'll let you guys see it. I co-stream here so that, there you go. I'm on my little tablet there. So I co-stream so that this can become content that is posted in my playlist. And so if I say something that you're like, oh, Dr. Lisa, you said this great little nugget, you can then go back and look at the video because it'll be there for you. So that's what I do. So I co-stream on purpose. So a lot of people were coming to my lives and they're like, is there a way I can get the notes? Can you download the video? And now you can go to my channel. So I want people to go to my channel. I want you to watch. Obviously, like I said, 4,000 watch hours is a lot. 1,000 subscribers is a lot, because most people, when you go to YouTube and just think about the way you operate YouTube. You said, that's awesome. Yeah. Just think about the way you operate YouTube. You see a video, you might search it. You're like, you know what? I'm interested in this little hobby I do. Maybe you're trying to cook that Meghan Markle's cake. Her pasta. And you're trying to get the recipe. You're trying to see who did it. Okay? Now, obviously, you can come on TikTok and probably research it too. But you went on YouTube and you searched there and saw somebody giving you the recipe to do it, or some other how-to video. The thing is that you're not always logged into your account, especially us iPhone users. We got to make sure we're logged into our Google account. Then we can click that video, and if we wanted to click subscribe, we could. But a lot of people's human nature is not to hit that subscribe button. You just swipe to the next video and go to the next video. And so you don't necessarily subscribe to someone's channel unless they truly compel you and you're prompted to hit subscribe. So that's why I say it takes longer to get it. So if you're doing this co-streaming, you're talking to your audience, hey, go to my page, subscribe. You're trying to get people and encouraging those subscriptions. That's how you get it. Okay? So you want to make sure you're constantly encouraging people to subscribe to your channel. And so like I tell you guys, go to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. And if you subscribe to my channel, I will subscribe to your channel. And so will Yes Michelle Crochets if you tell her Dr. Lisa sent you. Now, fortunately for her, she's in a crocheting community. She's grown quite a bit. So she's under 50 subscribers that she needs to monetize. So I say that. So if you guys really want to do a nice deed, you can go to her channel, look at her content, comment, and then subscribe and just say Dr. Lisa sent you, because she needs about 50 more subscribers to get to 1,000. She's right there at 1,000. She's at 952. So she's close. I'm going right now. Thank you all. On YouTube, yes, she's on YouTube and I'm on YouTube. So Dr. Lisa, same name here, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. So you get 2 for 1, and we get notifications. So if you go to a short and leave a comment, that's better, because I can see the notification and I can get that, and I can intentionally go to your channel. If you come to the live, just put a comment in. I'm gonna try my best to see. Sometimes the comments don't show up for me anymore once I close it out, so I have to see if it shows up. But short, definitely go to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nat. You just said go to Black Taboo. What does she do? I know she's a live host here. She has a YouTube as well. Let me know if that's what you're saying. Naturally Mecca. Thank you so much, friend. Oh, I know you are over there. I stalk you on every platform. Look at you. Give followers. Oh, to get followers for the YouTube? To get the subscribers? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, friends. Okay. Well, what I was gonna say, all who are coming in the room, thank you so much. So let me know if there's any other questions about YouTube. I think that's probably the bulk of what you need to know. I typically do, and I'll do it tomorrow, I typically do a 30-minute YouTube exclusive. So I do my live first, and then I flip over to YouTube. I try to do it around 6 o'clock. And so I flip over there and just talk about my journey. So it's my way of connecting again, answering questions, and making sure people kind of understand, just the process of a new person trying to build up their page. So I'm at around, I'm close to 275. So I'm still new. I'm still very new in this process. But what I will say is that I had 50 subscribers. You got to have 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube, to live stream. I had 50 subscribers at the beginning of March, and I took my time. I don't know why I did. It didn't pop in my head to just co-stream. I don't know what made me think of it one day. I was like, oh, let me co-stream. I have 3 subscribers on YouTube. Hey, you're growing. You are growing, friend. Am I subscribed to you on that page? Let me know. This might be your other page. I feel like this is not the one I'm on. Let me know if I'm on this one. You say, yes, I am. Okay, this is what I'm on. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I see you over here, friend. How are you? Eva, she said, I'm over here. I'm going to subscribe now. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. So 50 subscribers. I didn't start the process. Do you know about the battles? I do. Battles here? Yes, I do. I do. Hello. So I didn't start it until like April. So I had it all of March. I didn't start it in April. Hello, Miss Darlene. And then it was like the second week of April on top of that. So I've only been doing this for about, I'm going to say 6 weeks. I have to look at the exact dates of start and finish. Hello, Iridescent. You're like the sad face. Are you getting filtered, friend? Let me know if you're getting filtered. I think that's what the face looks, that's what the emoji face is. You might be getting filtered. I subscribe to your IT. What is the other page, Michelle? Put the word yes in front of it. That's it. Just put yes. Yes, Michelle Crochets. When you send a rose in a battle, how does it affect your points you get? When you send a rose in a battle, you get a point for every coin you send. So battles don't change your point outcome. You get a point for every gift you send. Every coin you spend, you get a point. So if you send 1 rose, you get 1 point because a rose is 1 coin. If you send 10 roses, you get 10 points. So yeah, it just depends on what you're sending. Uh-oh, we got somebody who is spamming the room, guys. Sorry about that. I have to block them. Sorry about that. Yes, I got 3 subscribers on my team. Okay, there you go. I know I'm one of them. Say if they throw out a hammer and someone throws a rose while others are gifting big, I heard it misses. I do hear there's some blocks that happen. I'm not sure all the mechanics there, but I think whatever coin you spend, you get credit for spending that coin. So what I will tell you to do, click your blue box. Thank you so much, Mahogany. I appreciate you, friend. The hammer is a no. The hammer is a no. What does the hammer mean? What do you mean by that, Alicia? The hammer is a no. Your coin does not go through. TikTok take your money and you don't get credit for it. Is that what you're telling me? TikTok takes your coin, doesn't give you a point for it, or a hammer is a no. What does that mean? Good vibes at all. Y'all, thank you so much, friend. How you doing? High engagement here. Throw the hammer only when your person is winning. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking more strategy though. I think the question, Alicia, maybe this is something you know a little bit more about with the grow rooms. When you say messes up the points, it messes up the points for the live hosts. Let me understand something, Lady Exclusive. Are you asking from a viewer perspective, the gifter perspective, or the live host perspective? Because to your point, yes. The live host does not get the points. Yes, I was battling. Okay, you were asking from the live host, from your perspective as the battler. Yes, it does mess it up. Yes, yes. I thought you was talking about your points from the gifter perspective. Yes, so yes, you do not get points for that. You're right. That is exactly what happens. Alicia's right. When someone throws the hammer out, it does have an impact. How so? So Alicia just answered it. It blocks the glove. She said it blocks the glove. Yeah, it's part of the strategy with battling. Hey guys, how you doing, Michelle Curry? Yes. Let me see. TikTok said they're filtering. Let me see what happened. I'm probably getting some filtered comments, but yeah. Um, I don't know. No, I don't see any. I don't see any comments that show the most. Show. Huh. I don't know. I don't see what's been filtered, but TikTok will do it. Afternoon. How you doing, friends? Come on in. No roses doing the second gifting. Yeah, take a look. Lady exclusive. Take a look at Alicia's comments. Also, saying the hammer blocks the glove is it if it's thrown out at the same time. Yes, I think everything about battles is all about timing. Everything about battling is timing. So yes, I'm back swept away. Appreciate your friend. Jeez. Jeez. Oh, Iridescent, you are not having a good time, huh, friend? What is going on? I know you're being filtered, friend. I don't see where the filter's coming in. Um, say hello. Let's see if say it in one word at a time. See what's happening. Yes, hammer at the end if your person is winning only. I heard you can throw them together and it makes the gifts 5 times more. I don't know that strategy. I don't know much about battling because I'm not a battler. But so when it comes to battling strategy with when not to throw it, not the hammer. She's saying not the hammer. I thought that was the case like with the gloves. Is that what it is? The gloves? Hammer and glove. Hammer and glove if they are thrown at the exact same time. I know nothing about battling. No, I don't either. Suddenly, I know nothing about it. So yeah, and then I just know you need to have people in the room that have those options. So your team that you've been battling. So if somebody had a hammer and a glove, then you were good because you got to have that. And so as a live host, you need to do some of those smaller friendly battles so that you can build up your team of people to get those particular items so that you can have, okay, you can have a couple gloves, you can have somebody with a hammer, you can have all that stuff. But if you're not doing friendly battles, then as a live host, then you're not getting your team of people to be able to support you in that way. That's my understanding. Somebody who battles more often, let me know if I'm wrong in that interpretation. So that's why you need to battle more. And that's how, honestly, it becomes this whole battling thing. How you doing, Coach Queen? That's why it becomes kind of this battling thing that you're constantly doing because you're now trying to build up this community to support you when you do battle. And then in turn, you go and support them and get gloves for them and do all the things. So it becomes this whole coordinated effort. And it's a lot. So balance out. It's a lot, friend. It is a lot. So you can throw the roses in the beginning. How about after a hammer and glove is thrown? Does it mess? Yeah, they say you're not supposed to throw small gifts. That's kind of what they're saying. You want to throw larger gifts, like when you think about gifts that if you want to give it like a coin amount to it, people usually say the name of the gift. So like maybe the hand heart or higher. So you're talking about like big gifts. You're trying to do 100, 500, 1,000, 10,000. So you're doing like big gifts in that way so that you can get double the gifts, triple the gifts, that amount. So it just depends on what's happening. But yeah, it is a strategy. But you got to have people, roses and taps in the beginning. Yeah, roses and taps in the beginning. That's what they say. Roses, taps, shares, comments, all that stuff in the beginning to kind of activate it. And in the beginning, we're talking about like the first minute, maybe the first minute and a half. Thank you. I got a puzzle. I'm sorry. So yeah, you're trying to do it in the very beginning. Um, you up when you throw a rose while others are throwing big gifts. Um, yeah. Well, again, I don't know a lot about the strategy. I know in the beginning you're supposed to throw those smaller gifts to kind of, I guess, get the points going and getting the room activated. And then there's a point where it comes to 2 times the gifts, 3 times the gifts. Those comments come in like in a minute and a half. You start seeing that. Yeah. So, Halaku, let me know if you're still in the room. Yes, I battled the other day and was told a lot of information. Just following up. You're welcome. I had a few supporters who had hammers, lightning, clouds, and so forth. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you had a nice room. Well, how did they get that for you? That you've done some, hello, Frank. You've had some other events then, some other battles, and they got that through your battles. I assumed it was always connected to the person you got it from, and so you couldn't use those if you didn't get it from their room. So I assume that was the case. Um, all works. Oh, is that a group? I don't know what all works mean. What does that mean? You said I'm here. How cute. Okay, so when you're in a room, and this room is going up and down, I will say this. I'll probably stay on to right at 6 o'clock, so maybe another 30, 45 minutes. I'm okay. I'm out. Iridescent. Yeah, you been filtered this entire time, friend. I'm sorry. Message me, text me. I'm sorry. DM me in here on TikTok. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you were filtered this whole time, the whole entire time. It was. I did it that day and won around 40 something battles and lost 3. Oh my gosh, my team was supporting. Oh my gosh. So you are a battler, friend. So they collected them. Yeah, you did around 40 something battles. What does that mean? Who does that? What does that mean? For the first time. What does 40 something battles look like? Like you just hitting battle, you just staying on constantly every 5 minutes you was doing battles? What in the world? I was on for battle hours battling. Oh yes, really, literally, that's what happened. Every 5 minutes you were doing another battle. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So no, I'm not a battling room. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm a live host, but still scared to battle. Yeah, yeah. Now battling, I think it's a fun activity, but at the same time, to Lady Exclusive's point, you got to have a team of supporters. You got to have people who's going to come and be willing to support and grow, and they're helping, and you got to help them, and it just becomes a whole coordinated effort, and it's high intensity too. Yeah. So my team told me to get out there for the first time. Interesting. And they said we have it back. They have it back. Okay. Any gifts matter, but mostly the rate of frequency. So yes, the 1 cent gifts are very important. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I want to battle. Yes. Oh, so you gonna do it? So they got me out there. Wow. Are you with? You said All Works, so I'm assuming that's a team. Is that an agency? What's All Works? When you put that in the chat, what does that mean? Was that an agency? Good evening, everyone. I have intensive doula training coming up, and I guess I will see you after. I see that comment. Iridescent, I see your comments. Because usually I just host, so yeah, that's why I was able to win so many. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Were you, was it a box battle? Were you multiple people, or you just going head to head against someone else? Okay. Thank you so much. I'm about to get you Halaku. So Halaku, here's the deal. When you come into someone's room, especially a grow room, so the room right now, we got people in the room. We can activate it a little bit. We can share out the live. We can like the live, do all the things. But what I will say, the proper etiquette is what Kathleen just did. So when you click someone's photo, I'm going to tell you the basics. There's a couple things you want to keep in mind. When you click someone's photo, like Kathleen did, I'm going to pin her comment just so you can see it. You probably already know this. You click their photo, you follow or follow back someone. You hit that @ symbol next to them when the mini profile comes on. Thank you so much, cute animals. Thank you. I'm doing well. And then you put something in, hello, bountiful. You know, it's something where you're not saying scoop and follow and gotcha. Try to avoid those words. People do that because they don't understand the etiquette. But you want to always say, hello, new friend. That's it. Hello, bestie. How are you, friend? How's everything? Good morning. Nice to see you here. Something else, because TikTok's looking for those grow room type language, and you'll get filtered and muted quite a bit. You'll get filtered out sometimes if you're using those words, especially if they're words. Because what happens is there's words that are blocked words, and so you'll see if you're not able to connect with people and you just think that you're putting them words in and you're connecting and you walk out the room and you have no new followers, that probably was a blocked word that you were using, and that whole scooped um, and followed and gotcha and all that stuff, those become block words. So I say that just to be careful about that because they can show up in the block area. The other thing I will say, what will get you noticed, and this is where I'm telling you it's your strategy, it is your approach to how you want to engage in those rooms, what you could do to get seen. This is how people get seen quite a bit, and you'll hear the person in the room say it. You're seen because you are essentially gifting, but don't gift high gifts. Gift the 1 cent gifts, like the roses, the heart puffs, those type of things. And when you press it slowly, it keeps you up there higher, longer. So say you sent 25 roses and you just tap, 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 that gets you through fast with a popular vote. What happens though, if you click it slower, you'll see where you stay and hang up there longer. See, she's hanging up there longer. So that's another strategy people do so that they can stay up higher longer. And so as the chat is chatting, you're taking this airtime. You're taking this time. And people are like, oh, well, let me click him. Let me follow them. Let me connect with them. And that's how you'll see live hosts who are running those rooms. They say, get the people at the top. These are the people who are connecting and gifting. And then they'll talk about getting the people who are in the box of the top viewers. Top viewers just so happen to be Teacher Tutor, Miss Kelsey, happens to be Calicu, as well as Lady Exclusive. So that's how you get seen. Yeah. You say, oh, smart. Okay, because I'd be doing it fast. Yeah. Do it slowly. You stay up there longer. Yeah. And so, and again, you heard me say, you're not throwing big gifts. So you could, it's up to you and how you want to do it, but you don't have to. If you're going to spend $100 on a hand heart, 100 coins on a hand heart, you could potentially do 50 or 100 heart puffs. You know what I'm saying? So that's another strategy. So thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, I don't gatekeep. I want you guys to be successful on these streets. So hold down on these. So no, just tap it. They're not holding it down. I think they're tapping. They should be tapping. I think that's what's happening. That's what you're saying. Got it. I don't think they're holding the gift button down. I don't think so. I think they're just tap, 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 tap. I think that's what's happening. Yep. Repeat with the slow. Yep. And so as you tap, you just tap. Yep. That's it. And that's how you hang up there longer. You said, let me try. Yeah, that's it. So that's how you do it. But yeah, so see, and you and I was slow your tap down just a little bit. There you go. Slow down a little bit. Now tap. So that's how you hang up there a little longer. And the room gets to rooming. So when you pause, somebody else comes in, takes your spot. But if you tap, 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 tap. What does the purple ticket mean? The purple ticket is part of that. They're getting new people in the room. That's TikTok's recruitment strategy. So the purple ticket, they have people. Thank you so much, Eba. Thank you so much, friend. But yeah, so, yeah, you said got it. So purple ticket, if people click your purple ticket, I don't do it. It frustrated me the first time they rolled it out because I did it in one of those rooms. People clicked my stuff. I had like some points or some dollars to redeem for TikTok Shop, and the thing ended up expiring, and it's just a hot mess. I think they just need to think about how to execute it. But essentially, you have to paste that ticket, I guess, in your profile for people to click it, and then they click it, and then you get some kind of redemption points. And if somebody is new to TikTok, you send them that link. Think of it as an affiliate link. If you send them that link, they can join TikTok and they get some rewards for TikTok Shop. You get some rewards. And so it's a great concept. It was just poorly executed to me in terms of how they did it. So, but but that is a recruitment strategy. If you know somebody who's not on TikTok and they want to join, you can send them your affiliate link and they can get some TikTok Shop credit as well. So I'm not doing it right. What you mean, Hallie Q? What you not doing right? What happened? So tap again. Yeah, you're not doing it right. You went away. Are you tapping? So tap again. Tap again. Tap again. Alicia's doing it. Tap again. What's happening? Hallie Q, are you not tapping? So tap again. Okay, now tap again. I think you're going too slow. Oh, y'all funny. There you go. There you go. Just tap. Just tap. Yeah, that's it. Just tap. Look at you. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's it. Yeah. So y'all hanging up in there. So yeah. So when you do it in those rooms, depending on what rooms you go to, it gives you a little bit more visibility, and so you'll see how people will respond. So you pick up a few more people that way. That's essentially what happens if we're looking to grow. So I tell y'all know better. Y'all not supposed to be in those rooms picking up strays. Make sure you pick up people who are true people that is going to support. When you look at their bios, try to look at their bios. Try to look at their bios, but also try to make sure they have a username, photo, stuff like that. So here's what happens. Let me break this down for you really quickly. I have one in my bio. Helps tickets, higher gain coupons for TikTok, shop and the clickers. You got one in there? Let's see. I'll click it real quick. You know what? I've never been able to. That's something I can't do. I've never been able to go to people's profiles while I'm in the live. Somebody tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Let me know what I'm doing. I've never been able to click into someone's, like as the live host. Now, obviously, as a viewer, I can go to your page, but as a live host, I've never been able to do that. Let me know if any of you have ever been able to click on one of your viewers and go to their profile. I've never been able to do it. We talked about these rooms again. Yes. Well, Hallie Q, we were talking about it. Hallie Q asked how to navigate the room. That's what I was just telling her, how to navigate and like how to get seen. So what I was saying to you, what you're doing, here's what I want to close the loop on this concept. What you're actually doing is you are using that opportunity to be visible here where people are following you. Now, in return, the thinking is that you will follow them back. Okay? Thank you so much, Red. The thinking is that you're going to follow them back. You need to make a decision on if you are, in fact, going to follow them back. So here's what I said earlier, because I think somebody, I don't know if you're still in the room, somebody was like, oh, when you go in those rooms, people don't follow me back. And I don't know if I like that. Well, I said people are discerning about who they're going to follow back because maybe they're looking specifically at keeping their numbers specific to their niche. And those are the people they're following. And it's a strategy surrounding letting TikTok know very clearly, these are my niche. This is the topic I'm focusing on. And those are the people I'm following. And I want you to show me in my following page or my For You page, only that topic, those people, that type of content. So that is a strategy. So if you are looking to go to those rooms, I told you to be careful who you're following anyway, because people can click you and follow you, and you're like, okay, you don't have a bio, you don't have a picture, I don't know nothing about you, I'm not following you back. You don't have no content, we can't even engage. So that's the person you wouldn't follow anyway. But when you go to these rooms too, people may not, they may unfollow you because you haven't followed them back too. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's a whole logic behind that whole process, and you got to be willing to understand that's what you're engaging in. And you got to be willing to, ideally, what I just showed you was a strategy where you're paying a little bit for it too. That's essentially what you're doing. You're paying for that visibility. That's what's happening. So let me check up on comments. You have a hard time, teacher. What do you have a hard time trying to find and then it got cut off. Hello, good afternoon. How you doing, Sarah? Private chat through my business IG. Oh, I don't know what that means. The private chat through your business IG, Instagram. Oh, are you talking about for my group? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. I'm also 15 days in, and I'm debating about staying the agency I joined. Oh, are you? Which are you in the same one? I'm in Gravitas Q right now. Is that what you're talking about, Lady Exclusive? Yeah, I'm in Gravitas Q. I gave them my quitting papers. When I tapped, it said combo. What happened when you tapped? It said combo. Oh yeah, when you tap to give, it says combo, but you tap slow. You tap slow. That's what you mean. Destiny Adams, let me know if that's what you're talking about. Hello, Boko. Thank you so much, Buko. We learned so much in here. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friends. I appreciate you all. To time, but not all the time. What's the agency you said you were interested in next? I don't have one for here. I'm with Live Legion for my other account, which is a TikTok shop live host agency. So I've signed up with that agency for TikTok shop. But here I don't have another option as of yet. Somebody gave me a name. There was two names, New Star, and the other one was Primetime. New Star and Primetime. I need to research. Was it Primetime? No, Primetime doesn't sound right. Something else. Some P word. I have to look it up. It's on my other. Where's my other post-it? I had to post it. Let me look over here. What did I do with it? It's probably underneath my materials. Perfect time. Perfect 10. I'm sorry. Perfect 10. That's it. Perfect 10. I had to catch up on comments. Perfect 10 was the other one. Perfect 10 and New Star. Those are two that somebody told me to look into. Count 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay. We're talking about those rooms again. We were, but I wasn't talking about individual rooms. I did not give suggestions on rooms. I just said the etiquette in the rooms. That's what I was talking about. I was just giving the etiquette. Wasn't talking about who room to go to and not to go to. So that's what I was doing. Thought I sent that earlier. What happened? What are the benefits of joining an agency? Oh, benefits of joining an agency. I just joined Perfect 10. Okay. Oh, really? How do you like it? Is that, well, you're the one who recommended Perfect 10. That's what you recommended. Perfect 10. Okay. I think you did. Give me 1 second, Glow. Let me catch up on comments, go back up for a quick second, and I'm going to answer the question about agencies, benefits of an agency. And the short answer just depends. But let me answer. Yes, super fast, but only say join the room, I think. Okay. Who are you with over here in regards to agency? I'm currently with Gravitas Q. I submitted my quitting papers, my 30-day notice, and I will be no longer with them as of May 31st. So I'm leaving them. And so when it comes to being with them, I felt like they're, and it may have been my creator manager. I don't want to give Gravitas a bad rep in terms of what I'm saying, but essentially, I just felt like I wasn't getting the type of support I needed. So I wanted some agency that was going to really focus on my growth based on what I was willing to focus on, and it wasn't battling. So they're mainly focused on battling. And so since I'm not ready to do that, and I don't want to invest my time and effort, I didn't feel like it was worth my time to stay with them. And maybe I can grow and do either my own thing, which I'm actually thinking about doing, or with a different agency. So I'm going to explore. Person follows you and they are bots or something. Can they hurt your views by them following? Yes. By them following? No. I mean, you don't want to engage with that. You want to unfollow them if they're a bot, because they're gonna become a banned account. So you want to make sure you check in for banned accounts anyway. So I would say, yeah, I would say your followers don't hurt your views. Is that what you're asking? Followers? Followers, people who are following you doesn't hurt your views. Those are just people you're following. I mean, who are following you. So that doesn't have an impact. You following others and you engaging with different content does impact the algorithm and what you're seeing on your For You page. Okay, you said still low on the live numbers. Okay, translate. Okay, yes, I'm not sure. Thank you all. Let me go back down. I might be missing some comments. If I missed your comments, the bots, yes. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Martina. I appreciate you. Appreciate your title gift of a rose. I'm watching YouTube here. Thank you so much, Dolcinella. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Coach Jesse? Thank you so much for coming on in, friend. Appreciate you being here. So come on in. Here are some mixed reviews while watching the videos they sent. It was mostly battling. Yeah. Are you with Gravitas Q? I missed that lady exclusive. Let me know if that's what you're saying. No, I didn't laugh out loud. I like the owner. I'll report back in a few days. Okay. Okay, that's good. I went in one. It was stressful. What is that? The battling? Perfect 10 who? Okay. What are the benefits of joining the agency? Okay. Benefits of joining the agency. Thank you so much, friends. I see you all. Thank you so much. Okay. So, when it comes to benefits of joining an agency, agencies, and I don't have a full list of different agencies. I only have experience technically now with 2. So I have experience with Gravitas Q because that's the agency I'm with. They're part of the Creative Network program. The Creator Network program is when you go on your home screen. On your live home screen. So when you exit out your live, or if you click live and you see that main screen, there's tools and resource underneath. One of them, how you doing, Soul Show? There's one that speaks to Creator Network program. So if you decide to go with an agency, hello friends, if you decide to go with an agency, you would click there to sign up. Now, the list of agencies, I don't know where the list is, but there's a lot of agencies with TikTok. And so thank you so much for reaching level 11. Thank you, NK. Appreciate you all. And so if you decide to go with an agency, you would, in turn, sign up there. That's essentially where you would sign up. I think they give you like a login code, or they give you something to make sure you're matched with them. And then when you click that information in, it shows up their name. Thank you, Soap Jeanette. I see you, friend. So it shows their name. Thank you so much. So with Gravitas Q, I will not say anything bad about their early onboarding and their training. I'm about to resign from GQ. Are you really, friend? I submitted my papers. I'm on a 30-day notice. I'm leaving them too. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. I just felt like it wasn't for me. And the way they have it set up, it really isn't. It really wasn't setting me up for success. I mean, their early training is good if you're looking at understanding how to go live, understanding some of the mechanics and the psychology of building a team of support. So part of that made sense. I love kind of thinking about it from a strategy perspective and just understanding the mechanics of this live hosting platform. Really good training, short videos, trying to explain how to make sure there's different things you do strategically. However, that was it. That's all you get. Once you get done through that training, yeah, that's it. Everything else is about battling. And so the person who, as you move up in your diamonds, you're going to move from your initial, I don't know what his title was, but we're going to say the initial representative that you get. Miss B, how are you, friend? You're going to get that initial representative. I have one in mind. I spoke to somebody. Oh, let me know. Let me know if you know the agency. Hi, all. How you doing, Talon? Thank you. So we're together. Thank you so much. It's all about battling. That's it. That's it. It is. That's it. So I've heard someone say in a different room that I had visit that they don't battle, but their creator manager, that person you're paired with, understood that and came up with a different strategy for them. My person didn't. All we talked about was battling. You're awesome, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, JCW. Where's your daily heart me? You need to get a daily heart me. JCW is my husband. I'll let you guys know since my room's not so high, but that's my husband. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you joining my live for a second. Legion is the one that I'm thinking about joining. Yes, so Live Legion is the other agency. So I said I know one. I only know two. So the first agency is you said, can you start an agency? I'm thinking about it, friend. You said, hello, Dr. Lisa husband. Husband, he's in the room. Um, so I'm thinking about it. I have to look into the details. I think right now I have to wait until I'm out of this purgatory state with TikTok. So I have to do quick Gravitas Q first. So May 31st is my last day. Then I have 2 months, 60 days before I can go to another agency. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing my research in between then to figure out other agencies, having my own, what do I need to do? So all of that I think is playing into it. I think I can't really research what having my own thing fully through TikTok unless I apply through their Creator Network program initiative. And I can't do that if I'm with Gravitas Q. So I think I'm in a holdings pattern because of that. Yes, I think many have different strategies, but I can only help to learn about as many as you can. Yeah, that's true. Yep. She's awesome. She has helped me tremendously. Oh, Destiny, appreciate you. Hello, Mr. Lisa. I love that. I love that. Mr. Lisa, he needs a bio. Yes, he does. His page is all messed up. He doesn't come on here often. Look at it with his 4 followers, and I think I might be one of them. He does. He comes on here. I don't know if y'all noticed. He's come on here to support me when I battled those few times, and then those couple times. There's only 2, well 3 now. He's helped me with that, so he's come on for those, and he comes on. He comes to my TikTok shop. So there's things I have in my TikTok shop because he tells me to buy stuff, and I put it in the shop, and he buys it off me. So that's the other reason why he'll come on TikTok. But he doesn't come on often. He needs your guidance. He does. I don't want him to get all hooked on TikTok though, y'all. We can't both be on these TikTok streets like that. We both can't be like that. You know, one of us gotta watch the 5-year-old. So his page is fine for right now. If I get him out there and he started to grow and do all this stuff, my poor child will never have parents. He won't have any parental guidance. He'll be out here doing everything on his own. Okay, so Live Legion. So here's what I will say. And Jess has come in a few times. So she has come in a few times. Jessica, I like her style. Anybody else with Live Legion in her room, let me know. I like how she's doing things. She is definitely supporting. She's supporting a whole lot with information. So it's a lot of value add. It's helping you understand how to do this. You said me? Yes. Awesome. And so it's a lot of value add, a lot of great information, a lot of good resources. Her Discord is jam-packed. What does the feature mean that is next to the league in a live history room? I don't know what that means. Say that again. You went real deep level. A live history room. What does that mean? What's the feature next to? What does the feature mean that is next to the league up here? Are you talking about here? In a live history room. I don't know what that means, Lady Exclusive. You threw me off for a second with the live history room. Do you have her information? Husband and I are both on these TikTok streets. He is now senior IT guy. Oh, wow. Yeah, since we got the little one, my husband probably would be great for TikTok too. But we got a little guy, so he helps with the parenting duty while I'm doing this. He should be teaching, yes. Yeah. He should be teaching IT stuff. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm on YouTube answering Sultry Nana's comments too. Yeah. Do you have her information? Because we were texting back and forth and I've erased her information. Yes, I do. So, yes, absolutely. message me and I'll send it to you. How are you, Dr. Lisa? I'm doing good. Hello, Dr. Lisa. Hello, friend. Hello. I did my first live. I had a lot to, you have a lot to learn. That's it. That's it. Uh, Live host. Oh, you said live host. I meant host. Okay, gotcha. So let me go back and read your comment. You said, what does the feature mean that is next to the league in a live host room? You're talking about here, where it says learn? Is that what you mean? I think you mean the learn room. It categorizes your room. And so you can set that category for your room. Okay, I'm messaging you. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it sets the category for your room. Yes, okay. So I set my room as a learn room. That's my topic. I'm a learn room. So I try to keep it there. I think a lot of people use learn room in most cases. I think there's some other creative rooms, some music, entertainment. It's about 10, 15 different categories. So it just depends on what you're doing. Hello, I'm new here. Engagement. How you doing, Mary Mac? Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you so much for supporting the live. Yes, we are engaging. People do connect and stuff. We talk about going live. Let me know if you're going live, friend. I was looking at your bio. I don't know if you're going live. Hello, friend. How you doing, Scorpio babe? Appreciate you being here. Um, Thank you so much. Are you going live as well? Because we talk about that. But from a TikTok shop, let me talk about Live Legion. So she is really good in terms of offering a lot of resources. Part of her coaching, she does one-on-one coaching and group coaching. She has a Discord where she shares a lot of information there. And then ultimately, she's going to be connecting her clients, her group with agencies. With brands. So she's going to be setting up those relationships too. So a lot of it is just making sure she's coaching, adding value, especially as you're trying to build your TikTok shop. There's a lot you don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I've learned a lot in the last 7 to 8 days, okay? It's been a whole lot of training. And so I appreciate it. I did my first 3 lives, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I'll probably keep to that schedule where I'm doing them over the weekend. But I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about my products and selection and talking about them, and then just the overall technology and mechanics of doing shoppable lives rather. And so I would say a TikTok shop agency is added value. TikTok shop agencies do get a percentage of the commission. I think that is the norm. So it's just a matter of how you want to do it. If you want to have TikTok shop and don't have an agency, you don't have to. But it's up to you to make sure you understand and go through a lot of the resources and materials to make sure you're set up for success. So she goes through, she explains things. She has, if we have questions, individual questions or group questions, she brings that back. She takes notes. She brings back an answer for you. So all that to me is worth the money, the commission percentage she gets. So that to me is added value. Yes, I do. I'm sending some questions, but no answers. So I'm just enjoying my time to share love. AKL, you've been filtered, friend. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen a question from you in a minute. You know, I answer all questions. I know the chat got away from me for a second, so hopefully that wasn't when you sent a question, but yeah, that's what happened. Let me know if you want to ask a question again. The room's not super big, so if you want to come up and ask a question by clicking the invite, I'm happy to do that as well. I'm going live at 7 p.m. Central. Look at you. You about to go live tonight. Look at you, Mary. Awesome. I have not went live yet. Jean, you got to go live. What's the hold up? What's the hold up, friend? You have live access too. What you waiting on? By me battling, I went up to C3. It seems like it's getting hard. As you level up, I see you, why they battle. Yes, that becomes a big piece of it. So people battle so that you collect that big mass amount of diamonds. Thank you, Scorpio. You collect a lot of diamonds and then you level up. So yes, as you get into a league, you really do need to battle before you can move up. Yeah, Live Legion is TikTok shop. So my other page, I have TikTok shop live host. That's a live host agency. So part of the premise is that TikTok is looking to focus a lot of its resources and time on cultivating TikTok shop lives as opposed to the shoppable videos. Okay, shoppable content. So they're trying to shift people to the live settings, and so she's helping with building up her agency. There's a an accelerator program that she's part of, Live Legion is part of, to help with building up more live hosts that do shoppable lives. And so that's what she's focused on. So that's the way I understood it. Anybody else in the room that knows that is familiar, I don't want to misrepresent, but that is my understanding. She's part of an accelerator for that. And so because of that, a lot of her focus is just making sure you are equipped and prepared to do shoppable lives and talk to customers, potential customers, talk about the products, the features and benefits, talk about it in a way that is within TikTok's guidelines, especially when you get into the health and wellness products and stuff. Which honestly, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to focus on that this week. I may do that for my shoppable lives, so I'm trying to decide if I go down that path. But that is my thinking, that I will do a shoppable live focused on wellness products. The last couple days it was all technology, tech products, electronics rather. Do you have separate agencies for TikTok Shop and regular? Yes. Bountiful, separate agency, separate page. Gravitas Q for this account. I'm leaving. Okay. You cannot have both a TikTok Shop agency and a live host agency for like Gravitas and Live Legion. I couldn't have them both on this account. That's not approved right now. So that's something she Live Legion said that they've broached that question, but they're working through that question, but currently it's not approved. So you only can have one agency per account, and you just make a decision on what type of agency you align with. What does leagues mean? Leagues are up here. They're ranking leagues. It's I think of it as a category that you're in, or a grouping that you're in. So as you're moving, again, it goes back to that team analogy, because they changed this to fan clubs now. But if you think about being in a league of other people that are part of your diamond collection, you're ranking within that league. So I'm in C1 right now. And you move up. It goes from D5 is the lowest all the way up to A1. So it goes D5, 4, 3, 2, 1, C5, 4, 3, 2, 1, B5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there's A, 3, 2, 1. So that's how it goes. And you are within that league. And you stay there, you could drop down, you kind of maneuver each day within that league. And if you level up, that's great. But it takes a lot of time, like we were just saying with Lady Exclusive. It takes a lot to move up and get to the next league, especially as you're getting into the B level. That banter that we do while battling be a bit much for me. Yes, it is a lot. It is a lot. I am still nervous. Why are you nervous, friend? Don't be nervous. Gee, you got this, friend. It gets easier as you go live. I tell people your day 1 is not like your day 10. Your day 10 is not like your day 20. So it gets easier. You grow, you get more confident, you get more comfortable and at ease. So it gets better. I had never heard of battles until a few months ago. Is it new, or did I just miss it? You missed it, friend. You've been missing it. It is not new. It's something that's been out there. I want to say they've kind of it's kind of evolved. It used to call them matches. I think that was kind of the common language. Or either they now call it matches, and then maybe it was originally called battles, and people still say battles. But yeah, it's not new. It's something that has evolved. Maybe the last, I want to say it's been something going on for maybe 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody else knows the answer to that, we can move up in leagues without battling. Early on you can, but not early on you can, and you still can move up without battling, but you just have to make sure you have a room that's really grown, that's thriving. So for example, I went into someone's room and he was just playing music, and there was like 700 people in the room. He was just playing music. He was singing. The room was bustling. He wasn't battling, but I'm sure he does well each night that he's on live. So he had a lot of people in the room, and the chat was chatting, the room was rooming. And I was like, oh wow, this is a whole lot, this is a nice little vibe. And he was just talking and playing his different songs. It seemed like he was obviously an artist that had his own music, but he was playing. It was good. How long do we need to go live for? As many consecutive days? How long? I mean, it's up to you, friend. I mean, I would tell you, you're talking to somebody since January 1st, and we're now on May 19th. I have missed a total of 3 days where I did not come on at all. Whether I didn't do my 10 o'clock or my 4 o'clock at all. So 3 days since 5 months that I did not come on at all. Beyond that, I've missed my 4 o'clock. I missed 4 of my 4 o'clocks last week. 5 of my 4 o'clocks technically in the last 7 days. and and then I've missed 10 o'clock a few times. Thanks, Doc. What are you saying? Thanks, Doc. What is thanks, Doc for? So yeah, it's been a thing, and hubby is, I don't know what the thanks doc mean, so I don't know if he's being sarcastic or being nice about it, but yes. And levels, it feel very video gaming. Yes, the battling, it does. The main people I follow never go live. Interesting, really. I wonder why. So why you just end up following? I'm telling you, you need a bio. Did we talk about this before? I think we did. I have a question. How do you drop someone from the request box? You click their box and there's a disconnect option. You click the box. You have to highlight their box, and if you highlight it, it should show up where the screen pops up and you can disconnect. That's how you do it. If you have a guest in the corner, you could do it that way. I think you can go back to where what was I saying, where the guest box is, and you can click on them, and then it should give you the option to disconnect from there as well. So yeah, you have both options. I was wondering that. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Any other questions? I know some people got filtered. This was an interesting live today. I think TikTok was filtering people. And so some of you guys did not get to ask questions. I apologize for that. TikTok is being so extra. Thanks, you guys. Well, question, how do we make our lives more interesting and engaging? So Shelf, there's a couple different theories. Techniques people do. Some people, obviously, you can play music in the background. Because I've been live streaming lately with my YouTube, I don't play music because I know there's a sensitivity about music being played with YouTube too. So I don't typically play music, but you can play music. You can do trivia. TikTok is mean, laugh out loud. Yeah, TikTok has an attitude right now. Erica Hope, how are you, friend? Yes, so you play music. You can play music. You can play games. There's some trivia stuff. TikTok tries to promote. How you doing, Dr. B? TikTok tries to promote multi-guests, and so there's that feature as well. So yeah. There's a couple of different things you can do. Multi-guest is another way to do it. Having people come up and chat and talk and make it a little bit more interactive and engaging. There's live, because I don't have a lot of guests in my room that people come up. I typically reserve that. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. I appreciate you. I typically reserve that for maybe if there's some issues going on with technology, or if somebody has a question, they just want to kind of verbalize it. Because I can't see the chat and I don't have moderators, I try to stay very close to my chat so I can see you all. So when I have guests, it just kind of impedes my ability to fully engage. Hello, Angela. How are you, friend? So when I go live for the first time, when you come in with me, Dr. Lisa, maybe? So let me ask this. It depends on the time. It depends on, I could stop by. I've done that before. I stop by on some people's lives. I do that here and there. I don't make it a habit, because I meet so many of you. All I would be doing is going to y'all lives. Yeah, let's do the live together. I would just be going to lives nonstop. It's funny because I started to make that a subscription benefit, and I had said it in my live. I was like, maybe I should make that a subscription benefit. People, if you want me to do that, you can sign up for that. But then I was like, I probably would never get to a live again. Like, people pay for that, and then all of a sudden I can't come to your live or I can't do my own live because I got people whose lives I have to go to. So I do have it as a live stream audit. True that, yeah. I do have it as a live stream audit where I can come in and give you feedback. That is my deluxe subscription. So that's a good way. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's a good way I do it so that I can give you like poignant feedback about, okay, here's some things you want to pay attention to. Here's some things that I've noted about your life, and just making sure that I'm supporting you so that hopefully, thank you so much, friend. So hopefully it becomes like a teachable moment, but also some added value for what you're doing. But a lot of times, what I shared earlier, and I just posted about this too, where those first 30 days, if you're going live frequently, hello, Miss K, how you doing? If you're going live daily, think about those first 30 days as an opportunity to practice. Practice your messaging, practice your engagement with your audience. As you're seeing people come in, you're saying, hello, how you doing, Argro? Thank you so much, Angela. So you're talking, you're connecting with people. Thank you so much, friend. And practice your talking points, because you can also make that content. So as you're talking to your audience, you're engaging with them, you're like, okay, now let me take this clip and post it as content for my page. And maybe I can make it a series, because if I gave 5 or 6 different nuggets and I said this in a very quick, nice 30-second, 1-minute sound bite, I can then use that clip and post it as content. And I can share that nugget with people as part of my topic. You know what I'm saying? So really take advantage of those times when the room is low and there's not a lot of activity, there's not a lot of engagement, and so that you can really be intentional about your growth strategy. Yes. Yep. And then when you do have people in your room, you're like, hey, I got this. And they're like, you just started? You're like, yeah, I just started. But you practiced. You practiced a lot. Thank you so much. So it's funny because now when I go live, I'm saying hi to you guys. I'm engaged and I'm interactive. And it's hard for me to get a quality clip because I was like, I done said hi to 20 different people. This clip got me doing the heart sign, got me doing all types of stuff. I have little to no clips that I can pull because I sound so disjointed. So it's funny when I go back and listen to myself, I was like, okay, that sounded good, but that was like tethered with all these hellos and thank yous. I have analysis paralysis. Do you really? Don't do it, friend. Don't do it. Like I said, those early days, thank you so much for that popular vote. I appreciate you, Agro. You said, look here, this lady here. Thank you so much. Love learning from you. You're like the side of me that doesn't exist due to ADHD. You're like, that's the side that I want to show up here. But that ADHD side be showing up. I love it. What if you do go live and there's nobody in the room? That's what I was saying, Angela. The time when nobody's in the room, those first 30 days is the time you get. The time you get to work on you, to work on your messages, to learn the app, to practice talking to people. It is awkward. Don't get me wrong. I will be the first to say it's awkward at first. You're trying to get people to say hello. Absolutely. Thank you, friend. You're trying to get people to engage back. You're trying to get people just to acknowledge that you are a face on the screen. You are trying to do all the things, and maybe you'll get that one person that will finally stop and say, hi, I'm from Orlando, Florida. Because you're like, hi, tell me where you're from. I'm new. Let me know where you're from. And all that stuff. And you're saying it over and over again. People are swiping in and swiping out, swiping in and swiping out. And then you'll finally get that person that stops and sits there in your room for a little bit. And then you're able to engage and talk to them. So it is frustrating. But what I tell you to do, yes it is, just gotta focus. That's it. What I tell you to do early on is use that time. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I will tell you right now, you're gonna see, I think it's 2 videos, 2 long form videos. I think they're about 10 minutes each. I thought I did 3, but I might only did 2. We're gonna see if I have to go back and look, maybe 3 videos there. But it was from TikTok. Those were videos I did early on, back in January. Maybe January. Maybe that's when I first got the app. It had to have been January. I'm going to say January. It could have been December, though, because I think that was when I first unlocked the features. I took those long form videos and I took the time to edit them a little bit better. They're not perfect, but I edited them and then I put them on YouTube. So nothing about it is perfect. But with that being said, it was part of my live that I did here. And nobody was in a room. And I just talked. I talked about this concept of looking at it's a concept of how you goal set. So thinking about the acronym GPA as you think about your grade point average. But it is your goals, your plan, and your action. So again, it aligns with what I talk about here, making sure you don't overthink things and you take action. And how do you come up with a plan for that? And so I was talking about it in my life, and I just kind of broke it down in a way and just talked through the talking points and used that as a way to as content. And so I downloaded it here and did some edit on iMovie and then uploaded it to YouTube. That's exactly what I did. And so when I say early days, take advantage of that time. That's the time when you can really figure things out. And in again, it's not going to be easy, especially the early stuff. Now, there's some things you can do, and I said this much earlier where I said, okay, it's important to schedule a live event. It's important to post it and add that a live event as part of your post. Put in your story, put in your notes. So you want to tell your followers what you're doing, and you take those people along the journey with you. So if you're saying, hey guys, I'm going live for the first time, come join me. Going live for my very first live, and I'm going to talk about this. Come join me. And I'll be live at this date and time. And, so you just put that there, make it a live event, and you keep doing that early on. What's the minimum time should your first live be per TikTok? So the per TikTok, it could be 5 minutes. So that's not what I would tell you to do. It could be as little as 5 minutes if you wanted to say per TikTok. But really, you want to have your first, or you want your live to average at least 30 minutes. That would be my recommendation. I can break that down. If you think about the metrics for Scale Live Rewards, that's where that answer comes from. So you want to make sure you're aligned with the Scale Live Rewards in terms of the maximum monetization you can get from your live. So per live, you can make up to 40% of your rewards. You can get up to 40% of them. TikTok takes the 60, you get 40. But that 40 comes by you going live at least 25 minutes or higher. That's why I said go 30. But go 25 minutes and you get 38%. And then if you get 5 new followers, you get an additional 2%. So that's how that 48 comes about. 38 plus 2. And so, yes, let me know if I need to explain that further, because I feel like I left some context out, but let me know if you need more information. I got my first subscription and my first outside reading. Congratulations. Look at you. Wow. You are rocking to have a phone call. Thank you later. That's it. Talk to you later. That's it. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Awesome. Awesome. That's good news. You dropping gems and leaving. I appreciate you though. I love that. Yes. So yeah, let me know if there's any other questions about that. I want to make sure, don't be intimidated about this process. How you doing, Kim B? Thank you so much for coming on in, friend. Mix it up with Gigi. Let me know if there's any other questions about that, because I don't want you to be intimidated about going live. Hey, MJ, how are you, friend? Thank you so much, Latanya. I think that's it, Tanya. Let me know if I said that correctly. Hello, friend. How are you? Because I don't want you to be intimidated about going live. When you go live, you just practice the process. Yes, I appreciate you. Just practice it. Don't overthink it. You'll get better. It'll get easier. I promise you that. As you are building your community and you show up, you'll be happy to see those 4 or 5 people show up with you. And then you'll see, 30 people show up, and then you'll see, well, it doesn't go that quickly. It's usually 5, and then it goes to maybe 7, 8, and then it goes to 12, and then you get like your 18, then you might get 25, and then you might have a room that is like 29, and TikTok will go up and down with your room too. So don't try to think, oh my gosh, it's gonna be billions of people, a lot of people in the room. It will get larger as time goes on, and then it will dip down, and so it is totally fine, friends. You mentioned recently that it's not good to repost other videos that were out of time to say that again. You mentioned recently that it's not good to repost others' videos, but we're out of time to expound. Um, I was saying reposting people's videos that are not part of your niche. Is that where I was going with that? I think reposting is good if it's part of engagement from the bottom up. If it's part of your topic and your niche, because you're telling the algorithm that's what you want to see, you want to engage with that. So yeah, I think that's what I was saying. I would not say don't do it. I the only reason why I would say don't do it if it's not something that is part of what you want TikTok to know about your interest. So if it's not something you're interested in, it's not something that's part of your topic or your niche, then I would say maybe not repost. But you watched it too, so I'm assuming you're interested in it. I'd love to hear why not to repost. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's just a matter of it's part. You said we're not. We're autocorrect. Yes, FYP. Let's get tapping, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, I would say if you are. So here's what I tell people, and this is the beauty of having a second account. Okay, so this account, I'm actually kind of in a TikTok. Uh, um, you know, what is it, TikTok issues in terms of my algorithm right now because I've been watching a lot of TikTok shop and shoppable stuff on this account. So my algorithm is showing TikTok shop stuff. It's not showing my normal usual stuff because my other page, I've been focusing on the TikTok shop stuff on that page. So I did some things over here too, which is probably problematic, which is problematic. And so TikTok is thinking like, oh, you're interested in TikTok shop. Everything you touch, everything you look at, everything you engage with, the algorithm is paying attention. So as you do stuff like that, it does impact your algorithm. So when you talk about reposting someone's content, reposting is not a bad thing. I just said you want to be mindful about what you're reposting because again, that tells the algorithm you're interested in that. You're sharing it out to other people. You're sharing it out to your followers. Yeah, yeah. So just be mindful of what that looks like from a TikTok perspective. But yeah, you can absolutely reshare stuff. Don't think that you shouldn't. It's just a matter of what exactly is that messaging you're sending. Can we buy from our own showcase? You can. You can. Put in your showcase and you can buy. Thank you so much, Reggie. I appreciate you. Totally understand. Thanks for explaining. You're welcome. Yeah, you are so welcome, friends. All right, friends, I am gonna let you go. So my nervous people, my shy people, I'm not gonna be able to show it right now because I'm gonna jump off. But if you go in my stand store, go and look at my free product if you want to grab it. It's the overthinking. It's the analysis paralysis stuff. It is helping you think about your mindset because I usually kind of do a full walkthrough of that. But I want you to grab that. That's the thing that I do for this 4 o'clock where I want you guys to be intentional about your strategy. My 10 o'clock, they got me. Thank you so much, Denise. They got me talking about my journey and I actually gave dollar amounts in my 10 o'clock. I didn't do it for this one, but I'm happy to talk about it next time if you guys want more details about my journey, what I've done over the last 5 months, how much TikTok has paid me. I did talk about it. I gave numbers. So I'm happy to do that. And what you learn from me is that I share because I want you to be successful. And so recognize that it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. Did you do a mindset live? I did not. I should do a mindset live. When I go through my overthinking workbook, I think that's a little bit of mindset, but I probably could use that as a good opportunity. Can you do? You said did I do? I said did I do? You said can you do? You did ask me can you do? I could. I should, huh? I should make my 4 o'clock one. That's a good one. That's a good topic. Thank you for that. It hadn't occurred to me. I could absolutely do that. You're correct, She Rocks. Thank you so much. I I really could do that. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. We will see you soon. Yes, please. I will. Okay, look here. Let me do that. I'll do that as an exclusive because tomorrow I'm gonna have to leave early because I'm gonna try to commit to my YouTube exclusive. So you said yes. So let me plan to do that on Wednesday. I'll plan to do it Wednesday. Okay? We'll spend some time on mindset. Okay. I like that. We'll spend some time. I'll use the workbook as kind of the setting the tone. I'll probably pull out some more stuff that's in there that I can share. But yeah, we'll plan to do that. Okay. What time? It will make it officially. It'll be my 4 o'clock live, and so I'll probably start the conversation fully by 4:30. You know, the first 30 minutes you want to activate the room, you want to get people in the room and all that other stuff. But I'll make it kind of an exclusive. And so maybe I'll post about it and put an event like I tell y'all to do. Post about it, put an event, make it a whole thing. So I'll do that. 4 p.m. It will be a mindset conversation. But I think that's the big thing. Obviously we get in our own way, and a lot of it is based on just, okay, thank you. Yes, we can register and get notified. Yes. I will do that. You got me thinking, so I'll do that intentionally after I get off. I'll schedule it and I'll make it a post as well, so I can put out there, join me. Join me this Wednesday at 4. That's what I said. Wednesday at 4. Do I have anything going on Wednesday? I should be able to do it Wednesday. That's good. Yeah. You said because of ADHD. Oh gosh. Yes. Okay. So I got you. 4 p.m. Wednesday. I don't think I'm missing anything on Wednesday. I feel like something's going on, but I'm good. Wednesday, Mindset Live. Okay. All right, friends. I forgot unless I get a reminder. Yes, I will put it up there. Perimenopausal brain. Oh wow. Okay. Oh well, shoot, I got perimenopausal brain too. Queen of getting on my own way here. Yes, get out of your own way. That's it. Yes. See you later, everybody. Thank you, Reggie. Right. The lethal combo. Yes. But you see me writing stuff down. I got all my little post-it notes and stuff. Okay. Question. I heard there are scripts on here where do we find them? Scripts for TikTok Shop? I mean TikTok Live or TikTok Shop? TikTok Shop. Ironically, I had a meeting with someone today and I walked through TikTok Shop for her. There was a live option. It didn't give scripts. It gave, let me say that differently. If you have a product, you can ask it to give you a script for that product. So it is TikTok Shop. Perfect. You can ask it to give you a script for doing your shoppable video. And then obviously that information you can share in your live if you want to make it part of your talking points for your live. But what you would do when you click a product, so imagine clicking your product. When you click the product in your managed showcase, so click the actual image of the product, the actual picture, click that product. It takes you to the product description and the page and where people could buy. There's that screen that flips up that tells you your commission in the corner. You click that commission option, and when you click it, it pulls up, and there's an area where it says to create the video now. If you wanted to create it, then it has a screen that tells you in the middle of it, it says assistance to create the video. If you click the middle option, I forgot what it says. It might say virtual assistance or something like that. Click it, and then that gives you a quick script for that product. And you can use some of that language if you want to. You can make that your script for your video, your shoppable video. So yeah, that's where it's at. Yep. All right, thank you so much. Oh, my friend, she's using the scoop word. Queen, you can't use that. Little misfit. We don't use that here, but all right, friends, we're about to get off, but I want to make sure you guys have any questions. If you want to claim your points, I will have to PM you. Yes, yeah, private message me. Yeah, definitely. If you have any questions, yeah, go ahead and I didn't know that I couldn't. Oh, okay. Really quickly, the whole gotcha, scooped, follow. Those are words from those grow rooms. What happens quite a bit though, TikTok will filter you out and block you from saying those words. Those are like You know, think of those as kind of like the bad words, the no words that you shouldn't say, because those scroll rooms have overused them. So those words often get blocked and filtered. So know that, and know that you really shouldn't use it because it seems like fake engagement. So you don't want to do that. So what I do, like I said, this is a learning room. What I do is teach just how to thank you, you're welcome, to make sure when you come in, you absolutely can do what you was doing, but use different words. Say, hello, friend, how are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to connect with you. Great to meet you. All the stuff like that. So it seems more natural, and not that you're just doing a follow for follow's sake, but you are actually looking to connect with somebody or friend them. So we forgive you. Yes, we do. We do. That's what we do here. We learning. We all learning. We had a whole conversation about engagement. I'm going to focus on making a profile now. Left. Oh yes, yes, you are. Your homework. That was right. I never got to your homework, so you want to make sure you have a bio too. Let me see if my friend, um, Little Misfit, you got a bio, friend. You do. Okay, perfect. That's the other thing that I talk about, making sure your page is optimized. And you have you got rid of the username and you have a photo, which is great. And then you have a bio. You say, I'm not a bot. Exactly. Not being a bot. That's bot. See that? So you get it. You understand it's the bot stuff. And then it's that fake engagement stuff, which is also bot-like. The bots used to click people. And if you don't say words, that's the whole bot thing too. People call it dry tagging, but that's part of the bot language too, a bot behavior rather. Would you say the opposite of some of those words as a hint, please? Say that again. The opposite of words. What you mean? What opposite of what words? Let me know what you mean about that. Would you say the opposite of some of these words as a hint? Opposite of friend, follower, friend, then you're a follower. Bot, then you're human. What word are you talking about? All right, friends, I gotta go because you guys are my friends. I see you as friends, okay? Thank you so much. All right, our growth. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You're joining again with your high flying self coming in at the top. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will schedule my live event that we are not supposed to say in lives. Oh, words you're not supposed to say in a live. It's the scooped, follow, gotcha, those three words. Yeah, that's the words that people put in when they're following people, when they're connecting with people. So you want to make sure that you're not using those words. Yeah, because TikTok, they're blocked. Yep. Hope everyone's well on this Monday. Yes, thank you. Peace and love. AKL, thank you, friend. I saw that. So I don't know what was happening to you earlier, but I saw it. You are not totally blocked, but I know if you have questions, let me know, okay? You guys can definitely message me. Yes, got it. Thank you. You're welcome. All that. Okay. Appreciate you, friends. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, my friends from YouTube as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.